Left off, I finally got all my big chunks cut. So I got a nice big cut. I ain't pro yet like some of the old ladies and old men that could just roll the meat and you get those big long pieces of dry meat. I'm still working on that. But this is how I do it. I got my a filleting knife, a thin filleting knife so it has bend to it. You make sure it's nice and sharp. And well, this is how I do it. You start your cut in, and then you just go by the feel of the blade on the bottom of your hand. That's how I do it. Because then you could feel how thick you're cutting the meat. But with this, you got to be careful so you don't cut yourself. I had nicked myself a few times, but just trial and error, self-taught. And then you just keep cutting away, and you get fairly thin pieces of dry meat. And you just keep working at it. Like I said, I ain't that pro yet, but I'm working on it. And you just keep going along until you're done all of what you cut off. And eventually you get some pretty big pieces. And I've been trying to butterfly the meat so I can get bigger pieces. This was just a straight cut. Then again, see there. Nice piece. Just because people can make the big pieces doesn't mean that they're really good. Sometimes they end up too thick. So I like doing this way because it's got short little pieces and you could make it fairly thin. I'll try to butterfly it now. Not just cutting one way and then cutting back the other way so you make a longer piece. But just slowly work at it. And if you feel that you're getting too thick, tilt the knife upwards to the palm of your hand and then cut, and then it'll cut up to make it thinner. Or you tilt the blade down towards the table to make it thicker. And the butterfly, you don't want to cut all the way off the meat, just right to the end. So you're fairly close. And then I flip it around, because then you already got this piece cut off like this. So I'll just put like this for now, and you just try to cut under it again, lap it over, and then same thing again. You just cut down into the meat and just keep cutting, and you can feel the blade on the bottom. Oh, I wrecked it there a little bit, but that's pretty much how you do it. Well, I do it anyway. Not all of you will agree with it, but whatever. See, I got a longer piece than the last time. And that's pretty much it. You just keep working away at it. Push the blade down to the table to get cutting, and then back up towards your palm so you can feel the knife. See, as I cut, I'm cutting fairly thin. You can see the blade come through a little bit, so you want to tilt back down into the meat. And then till you get a good, and you just slowly keep working your way at it. It's better to cut the meat when it's still kind of frozen, because then it doesn't move around so much. But as you get better at it, your pieces will get better. And there. I guess that's about it for me. I got a whole night's work yet to do with all the meat, but that's how I do it.